Genetic power. The most awesome force that the planet has ever seen. With it, we diverted the very course of natural history. We took something so far away in time and put it on display for the world to see. For better or worse. Sometimes, though, it really was a compelling vision of coexistence. Precious, brief glimpses of peace. Emphasis on brief. But when nature seemed to offer a correction, many people saw only a tragedy. Greed saved the dinosaurs from the volcano, only to put them in a cage. But it was compassion that set them free. Free, of course, to spread into every corner of the planet. We need to find a way to coexist. But can we put our hubris aside and work with nature this time? Can we finally allow life to find a way? If there's one thing that the history of evolution has taught us, it's that life will not be contained. Life breaks free. And that's exactly what it did, time and time again, tearing down barrier after barrier, until finally we arrived here, this Jurassic World. There is no path left to travel but forwards. No viable option but coexistence with the dinosaurs. It's a rocky road ahead of us. Less rocky, perhaps, under the right management.
Welcome, welcome. I am, of course, Cabot Finch, managing director of this new enterprise and the owner of this lovely patch of Badlands. Go on, take a look around. Breathe in the, fresh air.
Decidedly less fresh around the herbivore enclosure. Hey, tell me, what are you calling this again? Is it done? Dim?
DIN, the Dinosaur Integration Network. I am Kira Chang. A pleasure to meet you. We intend to help dinosaurs and humans coexist globally, and I am here to find clients who share that goal.
Hey, so I should, ignore the roaming velociraptors that I saw on the way in and just focus on the bare bones enclosure? Wow, you're spoiling me.
Please, Doctor, take a look at the site map. Not only does this map allow us to oversee the site, but it also shows that the raptors are no longer nearby. We have plenty of time.
Oh yes, plenty of time, sure. Until, of course, we don't.
All right, let's get this showcase underway. To kick things off, some rescues will be arriving here any time now. Let's use a delivery zone to transport them all in one trip. It saves time and, even better, a boatload of chopper fuel. Hmm? Okay, perfect. When the chopper gets here, direct them to that delivery zone. Excellent! The Loki-Ceratops are on their way. And the pilot said there's something special about the group, so, consider my interest piqued.
Ah, our other important guest has arrived. Dr. Dua, welcome to Montana.
And thank you for inviting me. Your goal to help dinosaurs thrive has certainly caught the conservation sector's attention. I truly hope you can succeed.
Ha! So do I! So do I.
A wild juvenile dinosaur. Absolutely remarkable. And not a common sight these days. You know, the mind boggles thinking about how its experiences now will shape it. Will its future be peaceful? Chaotic? The deciding factor, I suspect, is you.
What a beautiful young dinosaur. Can we perhaps observe it more closely?
Dinosaur appeal is one of the things that'll draw new guests to a site. And boy, oh boy, do juveniles sell entry tickets.
And well-cared-for juveniles will grow into more appealing adults as well. As dinosaurs explore their new enclosure, they'll form a territory. It's inside this territory that their environment must meet their needs.
Some dinosaurs play well with others, some less so. Keep an eye on who's sharing an enclosure with who.
I must say, that enclosure is a far cry from the environment these animals evolved for.
All part of the demonstration, I assure you. We have a suite of environmental tools to help make this enclosure more appropriate, which is, of course, our next priority.
Wonderful work. Actions like this will certainly earn you a good reputation with the conservation sector.
Not to alarm you all, but is that
A sandstorm, and it came out of nowhere.
typical? It ripped apart some of our fences, too.
Storms like this can harm or panic dinosaurs. This is a delicate situation.
Right. A spooked giant is a big threat to our guests. The priority needs to be tranquilizing it with the capture team chopper. We can repair the enclosure later.
Requesting update. Switching roles.
Hey, nice shooting. Those dinosaurs won't be waking up anytime soon, so you've earned us some breathing space. Now, I'm not exactly adept with a hammer, so let's bring in the experts. We need a maintenance facility, and like yesterday.
Every facility placed will need to be connected to our path network.
Now get out there and repair everything you can. You know, Dr. Dua, Dr. Malcolm, your, testimonials would really make a difference. We need the support of the conservation sector if anyone will take us seriously. And if they don't, Din is going down. And taking what's left of my money and self-respect with it.
John Hammond said something similar when he brought me and the others to Jurassic Park. You know, I could dig out the report that I made for him, but I'd need to update some details, like oohs and ahs and running and screaming, you know, that sort of thing.
I'm not sure that now is the time for that conversation, Mr. Finch. Let's focus on the task at hand for the moment.
I'll fix it. I have control.
A thorough and efficient batch of repairs. Impressive work.
Now that the enclosure is fixed up, we're safe to transport the dinosaurs back into it. When transporting a dinosaur, first choose the animal you want to move and then pick where to send it.
En route to pick up the asset.
That storm could have torn the park apart, or hurt the dinosaurs. We got lucky, but luck tends to run out eventually.
No need to worry. I suggested we prepare for such a thing weeks ago. And we did prepare, didn't we, Mr. Finch?
Well, you know, the to-do list was pretty long. And how was I to know we'd be hit by a... Look, let's not point fingers, especially at me. Bit of a long shot, but, Dr. Malcolm, any chance you can ignore the whole breakout thing?
Oh boy, now you're asking an awful lot of me.
Okay, maybe not ignore, but focus on how well we dealt with it? No? Well, can't blame a guy for trying, huh?
Heading to collect the asset. Delivery complete. Asset has been collected. Delivery has been completed.
Let's place down some maintenance posts across the site. They'll let your maintenance ATVs patrol and fix the place up automatically. You want your maintenance posts to cover all buildings and power generators that might need repairing, refueling, or resupplying. Those posts also have a wider range to them, and any fences that break in that range will automatically get repaired.
Windless route. Heading out. Power will be back soon.
Once you've placed your maintenance posts, you can directly assign a maintenance team to each one.
Adding to the list.
I've arranged for more dinosaurs to arrive on site. They were struggling in the nearby desert, but we can give them a better life here.
One moment. Corythosaurus. They cohabitate wonderfully with Lokiceratops, so please do place them in the same enclosure. Replicating natural varied ecosystems should always be a high priority.
All right then. You're the boss. Until you say you're supporting us at least. Then I'm back in charge. I'm kidding. Mostly.
Assets in the air. Transit has commenced.
This place is shaping up faster than I expected. The benefit of hiring the right park manager, eh? I mean, just take a step back and look at what you've done already. This site is our very own window into prehistoric Montana. Diplodocus? Check. Lokiceratops? Check. Corythosaurus? Well, here we go.
Asset transported. Asset has been delivered. Confirming asset delivery.
Delivery successful. Now, we better make sure those dinosaurs are loving their new home. I mean, I'm sure they are, but I pride myself on being a good host. Or at least a passable one.
They could certainly be more comfortable here. Balancing comfort between multiple species can be a challenge, but one worth overcoming.
Fuel and generator. Fueling generator. Getting the generator back up.
Is it just me, or do those dinosaurs not look as happy as the Lokiceratops?
Like many species, they need males in their herd to truly thrive. Male dinosaurs are rather rare, though, so there's little we can do. Perhaps Din isn't a good fit for the conservation sector. Your work is inspiring, but the dinosaurs need something extraordinary if they're to get a foothold in the wild.
You know, the dinosaurs aren't adapting fast enough to reproduce on their own. The course of natural history is trying to reassert itself, and you simply cannot fight nature.
But we could work with it. I know of a research station developing not only male dinosaur synthesis, but sustainable breeding programs too. If it will earn your support, I suggest that we all head there immediately.
Just to check, we're, coming back here, right?
Oh, we must. If that research succeeds, we have to return to reintroduce male dinosaurs to these herds.
All right, my bags are packed, so let's go.
Well, you know, I've been to a tropical island harboring so-called groundbreaking research before, and I felt this same mix of sheer wonder and utter dread back then, too. I'm more optimistic about what I'll find this time around, but still, if I may, a word of advice: build more places to hide than you think you need.
Aloha, Hawaii!
This is not a vacation, Mr. Finch. We are here to support pioneering research on dinosaur breeding. And to that end, I'm pleased to introduce you all to Dr. Luis Baldera, a leading paleoecologist. Dr. Baldera, the room is yours.
Hey, good to meet you all. Truth be told, I wasn't expecting help so soon. Kira seemed pretty insistent that it has to be now, though, so I'm definitely gonna make the most of it.
Well, you know, we're all dying to see how this works out. Well, hopefully not literally dying.
Dr. Baldera has done quite well on his own, but many minds make light research. We'll need a control center so that we can hire scientists for the project.
We should hook that building up to the path network, too. Science by candlelight is great for atmosphere, but less great for productivity. Let's get a generator down and power that building.
Scientists have a variety of skills, but researching male synthesis will require experience in genetics. Please hire whomever you think can do the job.
That's the genetic skill requirements sorted. Scientists aren't free, so let's not hire more than we need for now, huh?
Okay, first off, we're gonna need a science center. See, while parthenogenesis is a thing, that's reproduction without a mate. Dinosaur breeding typically requires a pair. Male dinosaurs are uncommon in the wild, but we can create our own with a bit of clever research. That's where the science center comes in.
Attention all science personnel. Please report to the newly opened Science Center.
Dr. Baldera, do you truly believe that this breeding program will work?
I'm pretty sure it will. Dinosaurs breeding in the wild is rare, but I've observed common needs and behaviors. That's what we're building from. Next steps. Right. We need to gather some genetic material if we're going to actually synthesize a male. But finding an appropriate dig site will take a head for logistics that I definitely don't have. Let's hire some practical thinkers. Now let's research a dig site with plenty of Maiasaura fossils.
Wonderful. There's surely no better choice to pioneer this research than a species whose name means good mother lizard.
Well, sure. What better reason to bring a breathing, thinking being into a strange new world than a lovely, apt name?
We'll need an expedition center to act as a base of operations for the dig. Let's construct one immediately.
expeditions and me go way back. They're a crucial part of any site like this one, after all. See, we send teams out to dig sites where they collect fossils. Then we crack those fossils open and scoop out the genome, which lets us create dinosaurs. That wasn't the most scientific explanation, but it gets the idea across, right?
A whole lot of Maiasaura fossils and eggs were found in Montana's Egg Mountain dig site. Sounds like a prime expedition spot to me.
Oh, hey, that's not far from the dusty patch of paradise we just came from. Small world.
Smaller still when the continents were smushed together.
Fantastic! Our expedition is underway. Let's hope they bring back some great fossils, huh? Keeping an eye on dinosaur welfare is a full-time job, and I don't want your attention stretched thin. That's when trouble starts. The ranger teams can handle it, but they'll need to be assigned to ranger posts to guide their patrols. Let's build some posts and get those rangers to work. Make sure the ranger posts cover any dinosaurs that you want your rangers to keep an eye on during their patrols.
Patrol. Confirmed.
Looking good. Now just assign ranger teams to those posts and you're set.
Maiasaura are not the only animals that this client cares about. So, while we have some time, please ensure that the other dinosaurs here are comfortable.
Fueling generator. back soon.
Popping up generator.
No one's gonna want to visit these sites if they can't see the dinosaurs. Look, this isn't my area of expertise, but the math is simple enough. Impressive prehistoric animals plus well-placed viewing galleries equals more guests. Take those guests and subtract their spending money, and that equals a very happy Cabot Finch, huh? How's that for showing you're working out? The point is, always make sure an enclosure has good dinosaur visibility if we're to make this a sustainable endeavor. A well-positioned viewing building is worth its weight in, well, concrete and reinforced glass.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery, ready for you to observe our magnificent...
Hey, did our expedition team make it back all right? Did they, find anything good?
Use the Science Center to extract genetic information from the fossils they bring back. This is a task best done by scientists skilled in genetics.
And anything not rich in genetic information could still make us rich in petty cash. So don't be shy about selling things either.
Ooh, while we're laying the foundation of the project, let's build a hatchery too. Can't breed dinosaurs without hatching a few eggs, right?
Not long now until the genome is done extracting. What's that old saying? A watched pot of dino DNA never boils?
Now that you can exert more control over embryonic hormones, it's time to synthesize your first male Maiasaura. Just think, generations of dinosaurs engineered to be female, and now we're purposefully unshackling them. Incredible.
office.
If I may, I can only hope that all the consequences of this are being considered. I know they're not, of course, but, I do love to hope.
We are considering every outcome in this research. Your concern is understandable, but unfounded.
Unfounded? Geez, what a thing to say. My concern has a rock-solid foundation of experience. I've seen profits put before science. I've seen rapid progress, and the excitement around that eclipse any caution. So, not unfounded.
Yes, I misspoke. Your experience is evident, but we are not Biosyn, Doctor. We are not InGen. Try to see this work with fresh eyes, optimistic eyes.
Well, I'm very optimistic, so let's keep on going. I'm never going to be a fan of more outgoing costs, but I'm pretty sure we're going to need scientists with skills in welfare to actually get incubation going.
Okay, let's incubate those eggs. You've gotta love the hatchery, right? Amazing building. Life literally develops inside it.
procedure.
Oh, hello there, history. Repeating yourself, I see. Hey, tell me, did meddling in nature work out well the first time?
All right, ready when you are.
Dinosaur synthesis. It never gets any less magical, does it?
Those are some beautiful animals. And note how the male and female Maiasaura have different patterning, too.
Dimorphism in prehistoric animals. And given how rare males are in the wild, I suspect we still have so much to discover.
Yes, indeed. And this is just the start. So, let's get those Maiasaura comfortable.
Carol will be back soon. Fuel incoming.
Okay, now we need to check our Maiasaura's breeding potential and compatibility.
So I understand, you have ways of assessing their breeding capabilities, their fertility.
Oh, yes. There are chemical markers, but honestly, you can tell everything you need to just by observing the dinosaurs closely enough.
Interesting. Can you tell with humans too?
I know you're in charge here, but do I actually have to answer that?
No. No, you do not.
Now, eventually you do plan to have breeding in your breeding program, right?
Yes, we do. But dinosaurs need an appropriate nest first. Replicating the natural conditions these animals need is what sets this research apart.
Aha! Artificially replicating nature. No doubt this will go completely according to plan, as it always does.
The conditions are right and the dinosaurs are happy. Now all we can do is wait.
Hey, hope I didn't miss the main attraction.
Oh, no, hello. Are you with the Ding Group?
Oh, no. Where are my manners? I'm Isaac Clement. Great to meet you. I do a lot of work with the entertainment sector, and they are very interested in this project of yours. Juveniles will meet huge crowds after all, so I have to see this for myself. But it's all good. I'll be patient.
Hey, patience. That's a refreshing thing to see. You know, if only those folks that preceded you had waited longer and planned more, maybe decided not to play with the genetic foundations of life with all the grace of a kid baking a cake for the first time. And by that I mean, you got to admire their ambition, but my God, the mess.
worked. We got eggs. See, you take care of the dinosaurs and they do what comes naturally. I can't wait for what comes next.
This seems like a good chance to talk about contracts. They're jobs you can pick up on the side to build your reputation with the industry sectors. And bring in a little extra cash while you're at it. Here, let's get you started with one now.
Well, I'll be. Juvenile dinosaurs created the old-fashioned way. How far they've come. No longer man-made assets that test the limits of what science can or should do, but animals. Naturally bred animals. Wow, fascinating. So fascinating and possibly, cataclysmic. I'm wildly curious to find out.
My word, you actually did it. By recreating natural conditions, no less. This could be just the thing to give dinosaurs a foothold in challenging environments.
Wow. I feel like I'm staring at history in the making, and it is adorable. I think we all need to share the news, but I bet people are gonna want proof. Can we grab some pictures?
Full disclosure, I've already named them Cabot Jr., so make sure you get their best side. But let's be honest, that's any side, right? What a photo! Oh, I'm printing out a copy of that one for my wallet. Oh, they grow up so fast.
Asset in range.
Okay, we need to make sure that our guests have a good view of these little miracles, too.
Ah, yes, the three most important days in any life: the day you're born, the day you die, and the day the viewing gallery opens.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery, ready for you to observe our magnificent animals.
Uh-oh. The juvenile is unwell. That's the trouble with having an undeveloped immune system, I guess.
Good Lord, it's Cabot Jr. We've barely had any time together. You've got to do something, Doc.
It doesn't seem serious to my eyes, but it does need investigating. We'll need a paleo-medical facility to do so. You can choose an MVU team and ride alongside them, or give them a task to diagnose whatever is ailing that juvenile. Let's find out what's wrong as soon as possible.
Topping up generator.
Scan finished.
All right, well, we've done the scan. So, what's wrong with my prehistoric little ray of sunshine?
I see it. controls.
As I suspected, not a pleasant illness, but not untreatable either. Have your scientists research the cure, then use an MVU team to deliver that cure via DART.
Sounds like a plan. I just hope that Cabot Jr. is better with needles than I am. Okay, great. That's the research complete. Now, let's get that dinosaur cured. Assign an MVU team to a nearby ranger post, Stat. Patrolling MVU teams will automatically scan and diagnose minor issues. Major issues? Well, those will call for a trip to a paleomedical facility.
Request received. We'll get to that next. to that next.
Wait a second. You're kidding. Is that Bob? Oh, how I have missed that man.
We worked together for years, Finch. My name is George, but Lambert's fine. Dr. Dua told me about Den, and about the juveniles. She suggested the security sector should advise.
A perfect time for you to join us, Mr. Lambert. It seems that the situation at our Montana site has changed. The velociraptors are moving closer.
Oh, the carnivores have noticed the human buffet that we've graciously set up for them. What a surprise.
Yes, well, we need to return there immediately and handle the situation.
back soon.
Everyone, the velociraptors. What are they doing?
The inevitable, their biological imperative, you know, they're hunting.
I alert people. Finch, it's time to prove that Din cares about security.
Right, well, the guests and me need somewhere to hide. Build an emergency shelter. A fine-looking hidey hole there. Now open up the shelter to put out the alert. Raptors can be a tricky target on the best of days, so I suggest letting the pros do their thing. Give the capture team the task to tranquilize those dinosaurs and put a stop to the rampage. Right. Those dinosaurs won't be waking up anytime soon, but we better have an enclosure ready for when they do. We do have a half-built enclosure on site that'll probably do the job, if you can, you know, finish it up.
We should power those fences with a generator. If an animal tries to escape, it could hurt itself or even your guests. A light shock, however, will act as a gentle deterrent.
Yeah, listen, you can call me paranoid or, more accurately, justifiably nervous, but I'm telling you, those generators tend to run out of juice at the very worst of times.
Don't we all? But no, I don't want dinosaurs getting out either. Worth making sure that the generators are in range of a maintenance post so our maintenance team can keep an eye on them. When the enclosure is ready, give the order to transport those sleeping meat eaters into it. I'll leave it in your capable hands, okay? Take as long as you need, but not too long. Even sleeping carnivores make me nervous.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
Heading to collect the asset. Picking up asset. Asset requiring collection. Acknowledging asset.
Good work. Now wait for the delivery to end and confirm they're all enclosed.
It's strange, isn't it? Alan and Ellie had a dig site near here in this scenic patch of Montana's Badlands. You know, they were digging for fossilized dinosaurs, and now you're containing living, breathing, thinking dinosaurs a mere stone's throw away. Wow, it's really, it's poetic in a vague sort of sense, and deeply terrifying in a more specific sort of sense.
Transportation underway. Asset has been transported.
Make sure to close any shelters once you've dealt with the threat. After all, guests aren't likely to spend money while they're busy hunkering down. Although a bunker gift shop isn't a bad idea.
Asset transportation complete.
Nice job dealing with those raptors. Vicious and intelligent carnivores don't tend to mix well with guests.
Vicious and intelligent they may be, but those velociraptors deserve as much support as any other dinosaur. A feeder that gives them an outlet for their hunting instinct would be particularly beneficial.
Better the goats than us, is what you mean to say. Now that they're enclosed, those raptors will actually be boosting the site's appeal. And more appeal means more guests, so it's good news in my book. Guests will actually need to be able to see the raptors to be impressed by them, but that's why we build viewing galleries, right? Huh? Dinosaur appeal is great, but dinosaur visibility is what will actually sell tickets. Improving visibility with attractions like the viewing gallery is an important step if we actually want to make a profit here. And you do want to make a profit, right?
I'd rather like to revisit our Corythosaurus. They needed males in the herd to thrive, and thanks to Dr. Baldera, that's exactly what we can provide them with. We just need enough genome to begin synthesis. We will need an expedition center to organize gathering the appropriate genetic material. Then, once we have processed the fossils in the science center, we can synthesize the males in a hatchery.